Okay, this particular activity is 810, configuring Windows Firewall. I'm going to take a little more time with this to make sure that you understand how to do this. Firewall is something that is very important on your computer. It protects it from a lot of things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Start button. We're going to type in Internet Explorer. And then we're going to press enter. Now that brings us up to our Internet Explorer page. In the address bar, we're going to type in http // dot, where this says MSN, we are going to actually go in and change that to Microsoft.com, and we're going to press enter. Now what that does, that takes the Microsoft Corporation page. We're going to scroll down. When the Microsoft website loads, it confirms that your computer is able to connect to the internet properly right now. So we are connected to it properly. We want to close the Internet Explorer. Now we want to click the Start button again. We're going to type in Firewall. And then we're going to press enter. And then once we do that, you're going to see a window open up that has the firewall on it, and you see a lot of stuff on here. We have inbound, outbound, connection security rules, monitoring, so on and so forth. So we want to read the overview of the firewall configuration. Windows Firewall is on for all network location profiles. Inbound connections that do not match a rule or are blocked by default. The outbound connections that are allowed by default. We want to click on the Windows Firewall properties, which I would imagine is right here. And the Windows allows you to configure the settings for each profile. Now you see here you have your domain, your private, your public, your IP settings. We want to click on the private profile, and then these settings apply to all private networks. We have firewall state is on, that's recommended. Inbound is set by default to block. Outbound is set by default to allow. So you can see pretty much how this would help to protect you, because they know what you do and don't necessarily need to be able to come through. So in the settings area, click the customize button. If you configure whether notifications are displayed, then inbound connections are blocked, and how the local firewall rules are combined with firewall rules defined by group policies. So we're going to go to, in the settings area, we're going to click, this is the settings area, we're going to click customize. Now I'm not going to do any changes here because I don't want to. I want to leave everything just like it is. So we could go in to whether we could go into the display of notifications. We could change that. We could change this if we wanted. There's rules that we could go in and change, but we're not going to change anything. So we're just going to hit cancel. And that gets rid of the customized area. Now in the login area, Um, click the customize button. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and read this because I did something wrong. Customized. Okay, click cancel to close the customized setting in the public or in the private profile dialog box. In the login area, click the customize button. Here you can configure login for Windows Firewall. So, and I don't see, oh, the login area, customize. Okay, so in the login drop box, packets box, select yes, and then click OK. Um, logged drop packets box. I have clicked no, but they want us to click yes. And then click OK. Now I'll see here, it says all inbound block default. Um, so now all blocked connections will be logged to Windows 32 log file firewall. Click OK and close the window firewall with advanced security on local computer dialog box. So in the left pane, click outbound rules. And these are the rules that control the outbound. In the left pane, click the outbound rules and then click new rule. New rule. And then in the rule type window, click custom and then click next. So we're going to click custom and then we're going to click next. And then in the program window, click all programs and click next. Now in the protocol type box, click TCP, which is right here. In the remote port box, click specific ports and type 80. Click next. If necessary, click to block the connections and then click next. This rule will block connections to port 80. Okay, in the name box, type block web and click finish. Excuse me. Name web and click finish. The blocked web rule is now at the top of the outbound list. Notice that it is enabled and the action is blocked. Click Start button, type Internet Explorer, and press the Internet Explorer key. In the Windows Firewall with Advanced Security Settings, block Web, and click Disable Rule. In the address, type Microsoft.com. So in the firewall with advanced security, right click block web and disable rule. Close Windows Firewall with advanced security. Click the Start button. Type Internet Explorer and press Enter. The Start menu, Internet Explorer, type it in. When Microsoft Web site loads, it confirms that your computer is able to intercept and close Internet Explorer. So we pretty much are done with that one, and I hope that helps you out using your firewall.